Well, hello, hello. This is Rosa. RCG Creations, how you doing? We are making hot dog chili. You get, let me see what my recipe says. You get 2 pounds of ground beef. If you can, try to make sure that it's lean. And if you have one of these little choppers, this is great. I got this one from Pampered Chef. Use that as it's cooking. And chop it, because you want as small of the pieces of ground beef as you can get. Okay, then you're going to add 2 cups of water, which those are in there right now. I already started this before I started recording. If your ground beef is not lean, go ahead and cook it. I tried to just make sure, but this is that ground beef from Butcher Box, and it's very, very lean. Okay, this is nice and cool. I can put that back in the stove to wash my dishes. While this is simmering, because this is going to simmer for an hour. So while it's simmer for an hour, I'm going to be able to do my dishes, wash my counters, and get all that cleaned up. So now I'm just browning the meat and chopping it. Let me turn the heat down a little bit. It's a little too high. And you want to get as fine of tiny little pieces of ground beef. No, you don't want no big chunks. And you'll be able to chop some more as you continue cooking. Okay, so that's pretty much cooked. Yeah, see that? My water and my ground beef. That's all that's in there. Nothing else is in there. Okay. Now, we're going to add our other rest of ingredients, which is 1 6-ounce tomato paste. Because you want to add these ingredients once the meat is cooked, okay? And I'm going to try to stay under my 15 minutes, so while I put the rest of the ingredients and stir, I'm going to turn the camera off to save time, because we are going to pressure can. I'm making this to pressure can. Since we're empty nesters, we don't need a whole bunch of this stuff. So this will make plenty of jars of hot dog chili, because we eat chili dogs or hot dogs at least once every 2 weeks. Hubby really likes those because it's quick and fast and easy to make. Okay, so there's that. Now I'm going to be adding my rest of my ingredients, which is 8 ounces of tomato sauce, 1/2 cup of ketchup, and 1/2 cup of beef broth. Only I'm not going to do the beef broth yet, because if this is too watery, you don't want too much liquid. So you save your beef broth to the very end, just before you get ready to simmer. Because once it simmers for an hour, it's going to thicken up anyway, and you may not need to add any more liquid. You may have too much, or you may need to add liquid. If you do, that's when you add your beef broth. So here's my ketchup, and I did add some Worcestershire sauce. And of course, everything will be in the description. All the ingredients with the actual recipe and the pressure cooking time frame. Okay, all that will be in the description box, okay? I'm going to try something and not do pop-ups, so much pop-ups. That way you can just go directly to you can just copy and paste it from the description box. Okay, so there's that. Now I need to get my 8 ounces of tomato sauce. Where's my jar? I have my little picture here, and this has ounces on it. I know I've seen it. Here we go. 8 ounces. And I'm using my pressure can tomato sauce that I can from whole tomatoes, fresh farm tomatoes. So I need 8 ounces of tomato sauce. Okay. I'm going to add in my 8 ounces of tomato sauce. Now let's give that a stir. And then, let's see, I got my ground beef, my water, my tomato paste, my tomato sauce, the ketchup. I'm holding off on the beef broth, or Worcestershire sauce. And then the powdered seasonings we're going to do later. Alrighty, so... Okay, so we're going to cook this for 20 minutes. 20 to 25 minutes. Okay, and we're going to do it, let's see. I'm just reading my recipe because this is my first time making it from scratch. I've made it before, but a different recipe. And when I'm doing a recipe for the first time, I like to follow it to the T. Okay, so yeah, we're just going to simmer this for about, actually we're going to simmer this for about 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. Let the meat absorb all those, see, ketchup, Worcestershire sauce, tomato sauce. And now is a good time. Get your chopper and chop up the meat again. So you want all the meat to be chopped up. Okay, so while I do this, I'll bring you back when we get to the next phase. Is basically all we're going to do next after that is we're going to add our seasonings, and here's all of our seasonings. Pour that in there, stir it, and then we're going to let it simmer on low simmer for an hour. We'll bring you back. While I chop up some more for the next 10 minutes, we're going to bring you back. Okay, we're back. Now we're going to add the rest of the ingredients with the spices. Okay, here I have all my little spices right here. Put them all together. And I went ahead and made a little bit of tomato sauce, just because I like the flavor of this stuff. So I went ahead and made some. It's powdered. You add water to it till you get the consistency that you like. Okay, let me get my spoon. Now we're going to stir this all up. And then once you stir it all up, you're going to cover it. And actually, I'm sorry, I take that back. You don't cover it. You leave it open. But you let it simmer on low heat, the lowest heat that you have on your stove, for 1 solid hour. And then every so often during that hour, come and stir this around. Okay, and look, it's already starting to thick. So I'm probably going to be adding, I'm going to do 1/4 cup of the beef broth, because it's really thick. But you want it kind of watery, soupy like. You want it really thick. So here is my beef broth. Oh, that didn't fill up to the top. Oh yeah, this is one of those little, I forgot, this is one of those things, it says a measuring spoon, but you measure it and you slide it back and forth, so the liquid's down here now. So let me just pour a little bit of this. Okay, that's just the beef broth, because I wanted to get watered down. Yeah, oh yeah, that's what I needed. It's watered down a lot more. I've stirred this pretty darn good. And here's where you want to do a taste test to see if you need to add any seasonings or anything. Tastes pretty good. So this is going to be me and hubby. I'm double dipping, but we're not going to give this away to anybody. It tastes really good. It's just a tad on the salty side. So this is where you would add salt and pepper to taste, but I'm not adding any salt. That homemade tomato sauce bouillon, let me turn this around, it's from Knorr's. It's got some salt already in it. And then the Worcestershire sauce had a little bit of salt in it too. So I'm going to scrape my pan, the sides of my pan. You want to scrape the sides of your pan ever so often. Oh yeah, this is looking really good. See that? It's looking like chili. But we want it to look like hot dog chili, which means I need to do some more with my pouncer and break up my meat. Okay, so we're going to let this simmer. I'm going to set my timer for an hour and we'll bring you back when we're done. And pretty much after that, all we're going to left to do is put them in the jars and then put them in the pressure canner and pressure can them. So we'll bring you back. Okay, we're back. Oops. Oops. Sorry, camera just moved on me. And the chili is done. I'll turn the burner off. It was on a low simmer. In fact, let me bring you a little bit closer so you could see. See that? I think it's pretty good. I definitely need to chop it up some more because I can see where it can stand to be chopped a little bit more. But now we're going to put it in our jars and then put it in the pressure canner. So this is not really a canning video. It's just how to make homemade chili. How to make homemade hot dog chili. So we're done. And I thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, like, I'm squatting because I don't want to redo the camera and stuff because I definitely believe I want to stay under my 15-minute goal. So anyway, take care now. You have a good one. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. Don't forget to hit the ring the bell so you'll know when my next video pops up. And don't forget to look in the description box. There'll be a full description of the recipe from step to beginning with all the ingredients and a little bit of items if you want to help grow my channel. Take care now. Bye-bye.